Let's talk new season staples, but in particular, my favorite topic, bags, shoes, belts. Today is all about accessories. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lydia and I am a style educator here to help you maximize your wardrobe with educational and helpful tips to help bring out your own personal style. I talk so much here about clothing staples and those basic pieces that help to form the basis of so many of your outfits, but the same can be said for accessories. So I am going to be sharing some of those key staple pieces for the new season from my favorite accessories brand, I think I can say that, which is Flattered. I look forward to sharing my Flattered pieces so much because they truly are the building blocks of my entire wardrobe. I don't think there's a reel or a video or a piece of content that goes by that I don't have a Flattered piece on, which is just absolutely crazy. They are a beautiful brand based in Stockholm. I went to visit them last February, which was so cool. We met the team and they really just are running such a great brand out there, from their kind of values to the pieces and products that they create. So I really have a passion for them as a brand. Okay, I'm going to get into the pieces. What I thought I'd do is talk through the staples and then show you some outfit ideas with them all. Okay, the first is kind of an old favorite of mine. So this is the Alva suede bag, but this time we have it in this beautiful brown color. I feel like Flattered do the best shade of brown when it comes to accessories. They've hit the nail on the head when it comes to that kind of dark, rich, slightly cool toned brown, which I think is so chic. This is calf suede leather. It comes with a pocket inside, if you can see. Admittedly, I have the pale sandy color and the black one as well, but they really are bags that I rely on. They've got a zip, they fit loads in. I like the softness of them. They're obviously quite lightweight. They fit over your shoulder, but you can also use them kind of over your arm or carry them. They're just a really practical bag, but also a really great all-rounder. When I was planning this video, I really take my time in thinking about the most useful pieces you can add to your wardrobe. And I really do. I kind of plan it all out on a document, all the outfits, why I think it would be the best piece for people to invest in. And I just thought this was such a great all-rounder for this time of year. It will work going into winter as well. It obviously ticks that trend box without being too trend-led. Soft bags are so in at the moment. And I honestly just think it speaks for itself. It's such a beautiful piece. My second bag I am so excited about. When I saw this online, I just really felt it calling to me. I just think it's such a chic tote bag. I actually featured the burgundy one in some workwear outfit ideas that I shared on Instagram and TikTok. This is the Lola tote. So it's black leather, crafted in Italy. And I just have to say, if you've had any Flattered pieces before, you'll know how beautiful the quality is. And this really is so beautifully made. So it's got the inside zip pocket and then also a closure at the top as well. I feel like I don't have that many bigger plain black leather bags. In fact, I don't really think I've got any that are fully plain that you can literally wear with anything, and that is why I chose this as one of the staples, because it doesn't have the hardware on. You can wear it with everything. It's not too big that it feels like a work tote, but you can also definitely use it for work. I think it's a really nice workwear addition and will fit a laptop in too. There's so many reasons I love this bag and I can't wait to style it. Flattered have given me a discount code. I will pop it on screen and also share it in the description box below, along with any other details, all the links to the product. Obviously these are a bit more of an investment piece, so hopefully the discount will help out a little bit. I chose 3 pairs of shoes today because I thought, if you're going to update your wardrobe, which are the 3 fundamental pieces that I think would be so useful? So I've chosen these 3, as I said, very much thought out, and there's reasons behind them all. So The first I thought, let's go for a loafer. These are the Dylan loafers, and they of course match the bag that I'm going to be showing. Just a really nice classic loafer. I love the stitching detail and the bow. Bring a little bit of something whilst still being quite a plain classic loafer. And I thought at this time of year, brown suede again, so nice. Makes a bit of a change from black, but is still very, very wearable. And I think if you've got a bag and a pair of shoes in the same color, you can create so many different looks. And on that topic, I went for the indigo suede boots because I thought, you know, it's getting to that time of year where we start thinking about investing in boots. And I saw these on the site and I thought these would be so useful. Slight heel, so you feel a little bit elevated, but obviously still kind of a flat boot. They've got the pointed toe, which is so in at the moment and just goes with all those baggier styles of bottoms that we're wearing, from wide legs to barrel shapes. These will be very, very useful. And that dark brown chocolatey suede is such a useful shade, especially for autumn. It just works so well against things like creams, which I'm going to be showing you with, but also darker shades too. You know, brown and gray together looks so nice, brown and navy. It doesn't just have to be all about black. That said, I do think a good pair of low-heeled black boots is an investment that you can bring out every single year. This heel shape is so cool on these boots. It's all about those tiny little details. I mean, if this was a straight heel, it would just look totally different. But this curved heel just brings them to life. I also love the pointed but square toe. I think that is so chic. These are just like the ultimate pair of low-heeled black boots. And of course, a million ways you can style these. These are just that pair that you will be relying on time and time again. And then two belts that I think are going to be really cool with the looks. So the first is a Barbara in this croco leather, which is so chic, easy to style. I love the kind of width of the belt. It's quite a slim belt with a very plain gold buckle. And then I have the Barbara in this beautiful chocolate dot, which I did just think would bring something a little bit different to the looks. If you are a very minimal person, it might be nice to inject this for a bit of texture, something a bit different, but still very, very wearable and interchangeable. So those are my selection of staples. I want to show you now how you can mix and match and wear them all. So outfit number one, I've gone for the chocolate suede accessories, the loafers and the Alva bag. And going back to what I was talking about before, having the matching bag and shoes then means I can wear this all lighter outfit because it just kind of cements the look together and brings it full circle to have the bag and the shoes. Just makes it intentional and balances each other out in terms of the color. I think the chocolate darker tones work really nicely with the camel of the blazer and the cream of the jeans. This is such a chic look to me, one that I will definitely be creating. But also, if you don't have the blazer, you know, this look with a trench coat over the top for a more casual look. There's so many ways you can recreate this, but if you've got the staples of the bag and the shoes, it creates a really nice look. And I also really like how the bag and the loafers just softens what's quite a smart, pulled together outfit. I think it just creates a little bit more of an undone, relaxed look, which is obviously the way my style leans. Okay, next look, and I'm trying out the boots with the bag and the belt, actually. Such a nice combination together. And I think the croc belt just breaks up the black leather textures a little bit, so it doesn't look too matchy-matchy. So I think it's really nice to add that croc in. And again, I really feel like the accessories just completely make and transform this entire look. When I first put the jeans and the shirt on, I was a bit like, okay, this is fine. And then I added in all of the accessories and I was like, actually, I really, really love this outfit. And I think it's so cool. I love how, again, we're doing a bit of contrast dressing fusion styling with a more structured bag against something like jeans and the jump around the shoulders. Those two things that don't necessarily run along the same track, but wearing them together looks so cool and effortless. The boots are just so easy to style. They're not too high, so they're practical. I just really love everything about this outfit. And again, definitely one that I will be recreating in my everyday life. So watch out for this look over on my Instagram. Okay, so next I have gone for the boots and the Barbara belt in the chocolate dot. I think this is really nice because the belt picks up on the whitey or creamy of the coat. And then I've got my wide leg jeans on. I really like, again, how we've got the lighter colors in the outfit brought together with some darker accessories. It makes it feel a bit more autumnal, but still kind of seasonally appropriate. I don't know about you, but I don't want to go full on into those really dark wintry shades just yet. I think this is a really nice way to do it. And I really like how the belt just brings something a little bit different to the outfit. But as I said earlier, it's still very much about those minimal pieces with a bit of a twist. The boots are really, really comfortable. I sized up in all the shoes for reference as I am a half size. So I usually do size up in Flattered, but I know that they've got information on their site about sizing of individual shoes for reference. Really comfortable. These are definitely ones you could walk around in. The heel just basically feels flat. So yeah, really nice, easy look with the suede accessories. Let's talk about color combinations, and I think this is a really nice one for autumn. So like a kind of camel-y color with gray and a dark brown is a really nice trio to pair together. If you're bored of, you know, always wearing things with your white t-shirt, this is a nice way to go that still feels practical, wearable, and still fits in with that kind of classic modern look that I personally like to go for. I also just wanted to show how the loafers could work with a skirt. Obviously, full skirts are going nowhere, and this is a really nice transitional look for when maybe we're not quite ready for boots, but we still want to feel seasonally appropriate. The chocolate brown loafer works so nicely with this full skirt. And then obviously the bag as well ties it all together. But yeah, I'm a really big fan of this combination together and just shows the practicality again of these two accessory staples. Okay, a slightly more fashion forward look or trend led look with this windbreaker that I'm basically using as a top. I've paired it with some white wide leg trousers and then the black boots and black bag combo, which I think just works really nicely because this look definitely ticks that minimal box, kind of inspired by the Row and Kate and those kind of brands. And I think these two accessories just complement that kind of look really nicely. The white just gives it a bit of brightness, but then obviously I am doing the color sandwich with the black boots from the bottom and then taking it to the top of the look. And then I've just finished with this pendant from Massimo Dutti. As I say, it's probably a slightly more trend-led look, but it's still quite an easy one to recreate. And I mean, if you didn't want to do this windbreaker funnel neck jacket look, you could just swap this for a jumper or any kind of jacket, and it would make a really nice look. Okay, just another way with the brown boots. I wanted to show how they work really nicely with more of a crop trouser, like this barrel style from Mango. And again, they work really well when you want to try and balance out your outfit a little bit and maybe wear some lighter trousers. I think so much of the time we probably end up wearing dark trousers at this time of year or going into autumn. And it's actually really nice to have some matching darker accessories so that it enables you to wear lighter colored trousers and skirts. So I've just styled this look with a brown knit, like a dark brown, similar kind of tones, and then these almost kind of greeny beigey trousers. But what's nice about this is that a slightly cropped trouser really enables you to show off the boots so you can see the shape of them really clearly. Okay, going back to some jeans, but this time the barrel jeans with the black boots. I think this is such a nice look, definitely a way I would style it, and then with something a little bit more nipped in at the top or more of a crop jacket. I've just got this black like nipped in waist jacket on, like a blazer jacket. I think this creates a really nice, smart look, especially with the bag, but then it's just broken up with the jeans. I would wear this kind of out and about in the city. If I had some work events or meetings on, this is the look I would go to. And of course, the boots aren't too high either, so I feel like they'd be quite practical for the daytime too. But then I do think this look could work for night, maybe with something like the clay clutch from Flattered, which obviously you all know I love. I think this would then translate into evening. So if you wanted to do a kind of desk to dinner look, you could keep your clutch inside your bag and use that as the pouch, and then do a quick switcheroo for evening and you're good to go. So my final look, and I've decided to mix together the black and brown pieces. So I've gone for the croc belt with the brown accessories. I think that works really nicely. I actually think you can mix and match every single piece that I've shown you. All of these, as I say, are staples. I really did think about them and how many ways you can kind of mix and match them. So I think it's really nice that you could pair them together. I might just show another combination with this look. And I feel like the whole outfit's actually made up with staples, with jeans, trench coat, white t-shirt, and then these really great accessories to just finish off the look. And then I've just tried on the other belt with it. I actually think this looks really nice too. With the brown boots and the brown bag, a very easy combo to try. And I also think the black boots will look great too. Yeah, so I've just tried the black boots with the black bag and the belt. And again, this works really nicely as well. So you can definitely mix and match all of these pieces from Flattered. I hope you loved them as much as I did. I really enjoyed sharing these pieces with you today, as well as these outfits. So do subscribe if you've not done already. Thank you so much, and thank you to Flattered for working with me on this video. Don't forget your discount code below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.